Every time I scroll, I see you. Up there's Brian. Up there's Brian.
But I mean, that's all that matters is that you see me, Vassy. Oh, no, I don't see you. Oh, there you are. Hey, Vassy!
I just want to make sure because I'm in my, these are my sweatpants, my two-piece sweatpant. I feel like is yours matching on the bottom as well, or do you have jeans on?
I have jeans on, but thanks for dressing up for me. I appreciate it. You know, Vassy, I'm starting to think that you're just acting sick to like make me feel sympathetic for you. Because last time we were chatting, you had the issue with your foot, and now you're just getting over laryngitis, supposedly.
I know, because you know why? I took my mask down, whatever it was, last weekend, and I went out. The Cheat Codes had their release party. And I was invited to the private party here in Hollywood at the Avalon or whatever. Not Avalon, anyway, so I went and, you know, it was cool. We all had a couple of drinks. I had my mask down and I'm thinking, oh, okay, because everyone's starting to take their masks off now and mingle. And then we went the next day, we had a gathering with a few folks and then I got sick.
Wow.
I've been wearing a mask for so long, so I haven't been exposed to any bugs and stuff.
Yeah, so your immune system is like, wait a second, what the heck are you doing? You got to put that thing back on.
Yeah.
Well, Vassy, welcome back to America's Dance 30. It's so good to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you too. But you've been canceling on me like several times now for Afrojack interviews.
Do we need to talk about that? I got to hurry this interview up so I can talk to Afrojack. So if we can,
that's right.
If we can stop stalling, let's just get to the questions and that's it.
I said to him, I emailed him earlier and I said, dude, do not hit up Brian today. Please, man. Please.
That's so funny.
Give the sister a break.
Well, before we talk about your new smash Chase with Bonka, which, by the way, did you know Bonka beforehand since you're both from Australia?
Yeah, well, I heard about the boys and I knew about them and, we've sort of talked and stuff. I haven't met them in person, but this was such perfect timing because, us Australians can't get home because of we have some pretty strict quarantine restrictions implemented by the government back there. So I knew about the boys, but I didn't really know them personally. We bonded over this experience and I couldn't get back home and I was reminiscing. So it was a really good time for me to work on something with my fellow, Aussie homeboys. Because it was like, hearing Australian accents every day talking about stuff. And I was like, ah.
And I know that was a very ignorant question because that's like asking me if I know every single American that's here.
I know, seriously.
You're like, yeah, because we're Australian, I'm supposed to know them? Jeez. Well, before we chat Chase, congratulations on becoming a U.S. citizen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm an American now. Wow. I'm Australian still and an American. And so, yeah, it was really cool. And when I did it, it was during the pandemic, obviously, and we're still in it. But they normally do this huge ceremony where they have like 2,000 people come and stuff. And now we had to go into this. It was kind of an interesting experience, but still, though, it's a huge honor. I mean, people really dressed up for the ceremony, even though we weren't really in a ceremony. I mean, people are excited to become U.S. citizens. It was a cool day.
And how was the test that you had to take? Was it hard?
Oh, I studied hardcore. I studied. My boyfriend was questioning me. He's an American, and he's like, who was the president? Da, 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 da. And I was like, I don't know. And so drilling 100 questions you got to memorize. So when I went to do the test, I was like, I'm ready to do this. And then after like 6 questions, I got them all right. And the guy said, oh, you're good. And I said, no. There's 10 questions. And he said, yeah, we're good. We'll skip to the next part. I said, no. Ask me the last 4 questions. I'm like, I'm excited for this thing. And he laughed. Anyways, it turned out in my interview, this is such a funny story. Like I'm in like the immigration department and the guy starts asking me stories. So why are you in America? And I said, oh, music. And then And he goes, oh, what kind of music do you do? So he Googles me while we're in the interview.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, he goes to the Wikipedia page and then he's like, oh, you got a song with Get Up? And then he goes, oh, dear, so I know that song. And then we're in this interview. It was, oh, my God. So do I get my citizenship now?
Yeah. Listen, can we move this along? I'm just trying to become a U.S. citizen here.
It was so funny. Anyway, so I got it.
Well, now that you passed that test, I want to put you through the real American test. I'm going to ask you some questions that every American should know, and let's see how well you do on this test. All right, Vassy?
Oh, okay.
So, how many burgers has McDonald's sold?
Probably a billion.
Not even
Over
close.
a billion. Trillions.
Over 99 billion. Haven't you seen the sign that's like on that used to be on every McDonald's that said over 99 billion for like the longest time? No?
That is, wow. No, I haven't. That is crazy, but I'm not surprised.
You're kind of failing the test already. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I don't eat McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in like over 10 years.
All right, finish this song lyric for me. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and... Wow. Are you sure you don't want to be a Canadian citizen? Because you've never heard Take Me Out to the Ball Game?
Wow, I don't.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. It's like the 7th inning stretch at every baseball game.
I'm so embarrassed right now.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. No? Nothing?
In all fairness, I'm not a big sports person, although I did just have my song get licensed to be the song of the new ESPN campaign for the women's NBA.
That's
so
badass.
I'm excited about that.
Which song?
I'm all for. I haven't released this one yet, so it's kind of it's a song called Tough Get Going. But that's as sporty as I'll get. But I'm representing. It's the women's NBA. I mean, yes.
Stop trying to change the subject. You are failing your American test right now. Next question. God. How many colors are on the American flag?
Oh, easy. 3.
I was a little worried about that one, Vassy. All right, Vassy. Who is Terry Jean Bollea? Man. Wow. Hulk Hogan? You don't know Hulk Hogan?
No.
You don't know who Hulk Hogan is? I am turning this. How do you turn this Zoom off? I am shutting down this Zoom and reporting you to citizenship I am reporting you to the American Citizenship Department, whatever the hell this is.
Too late. They can't send me back now.
Vassy, if I wanted to tell you how sweet you were, I would say, what flavor of pie are you?
Apple.
There you go! Hey! You got one. You won. All right, so your brand new song is called Chase. What type of chase does every American stop what they're doing, no matter what they're doing, and watch?
Super Bowl.
Oh, God. I'm done with this. I am so done with this. You've never seen a high-speed chase come on and you're like, oh, I've got to watch this.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought we were still on the sports thing. Oh, okay.
Wow. This is awkward.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yikes.
When was the Constitution written? And when was it put in place?
1776? That's the Declaration of Independence. That's not the Constitution.
Not bad. These are the questions that I had to study for.
Okay, ask me another one. Sure. Let's see.
Oh, no, okay.
Smart ass.
I'm trying to find a difficult one. First president?
Are you serious? George Washington?
Yeah. Well, that was a question. It was.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're going to try to be a smartass and quiz me on these, you should probably get like a somewhat difficult question.
I didn't prepare for this. I didn't think our interview was going to be about my citizenship.
Well, you should have, Vassy. You should have been ready for anything that I could throw at you.
Oh my
All
God.
right, let's talk music. Your brand new song, Chase. Now, was this written BC or DC? Before COVID or during COVID?
Both.
Now, did you start Chase by yourself and then Bonka came along for it?
Yes, the song was already written, and when I was speaking with Bonka, I basically reached out and said I'd really love for you guys to work on a record with me, and I have this concept, and it's something that I've been wanting to work on for a while, and I haven't found the right home for it in terms of the right production, the right sound, and I wanted to see if they liked it, and they loved it straight away. So they loved it, and then I gave them some direction of what I thought would be cool. And the very first version they sent, I was in love with it already. I said, oh, they're nailing it. And so we went back and forth, and they just got it. So it was effortless. And then, it was like tweaking a few things, and it's like, oh, let's do something cool with the drop and not like do this. And it was just really easy working with them. They were fantastic.
Now, where are they from compared to where you're from in Australia?
Well, they're from Sydney and Melbourne. I'm from up north, Darwin, a little town up north. So we're from completely different parts of Australia, but at the end of the day, we're all Australians.
I mean, you're American now, VASSY. Do I have to remind you?
That's right, I am.
Let's try this one more time. Take me out to the bar.
No, Brian, no.
I know that Chase just pretty much came out, but what's next for VASSY? What can we expect?
I have a whole bunch of new songs and with different people, different producers that I'm working with. And I'm trying new things. This is a new chapter for me. I'm really growing out of my, I'm just growing into new chapters. And I want to try new things and do different stuff. I'm an artist. And so this month I've had several releases with other artists. There's like a lot of people hitting me up, and it doesn't necessarily obviously have to be, the Getters and the Tiestas, although I'm still talking with the boys. Even Afrojack and I emailed the other day to work on something new. So what I have to do is really focus in the next week or two and just really think about what do I have, because with those guys, I have to have the right thing. So right now I'm really enjoying also collaborating with all these amazing up and coming artists too, who are doing really well, but just have a fresh vibe that's just cool and different. And it's exciting for me because it's as a musician and as a whatever producer, just as an artist, I'm really feeling inspired because I get involved in the production a lot. I don't obviously press the buttons, but I'm just super involved. So I voice out things. I love that process. I really enjoy it.
You're like a consultant. No, because you saying I don't press the buttons. That's funny to hear.
I don't press the buttons, but I hear things. I hear them in my head. I know that sounds crazy, but even, with some of my big records that people know, there's certain drops that I heard and I would voice them out. I hear the melody. It's a melody, basically.
Well, congratulations on it. And it's always awesome seeing you catching up and giving you crap because it wouldn't be a Fink and VASSY conversation if I wasn't giving you crap. I mean, come on. That's why you love me.
No, I know. But, you didn't even ask about my billboard in Times Square.
What do I need to know about that for? It's a billboard in Times Square.
It was kind of sad because it was happening and I couldn't be in New York. And but all my friends went down and took photos, now posting. It was really cool. And then a friend of mine was like, do you want me to cut a photo of you and pretend you're taking a selfie in front? I was like, you know what? That's cool, but nah.
That's funny. Are there any other questions that I didn't ask you? Since you're telling me how to do my job now, VASSY.
Well, because I feel really bad. I failed your test.
You did.
I failed it.
You did.
Have you noticed when we ask each other, we never really answer each other and we just segue to something else? I still, Brian, to this day, miss our, oh my God, you guys out there, you have to share the link, but I had this brilliant career highlight in the car with Brian, singing all these hits, not just my songs, but the Chainsmokers one and
Adele.
And we were going for it. It was fun. I really loved that day. Plus, we were like 3 hours late to the barbecue or something. But
who cares? They don't matter. The only thing that matters is us having a good time.
And we did that day.
And we did that day. Not so much this day, but that day we did. VASSY, it's always so awesome seeing you. Thank you for being with us on America's Dance 30.
Thank you for having me. Mwah.